Hello guys, gals, and everyone in between. I'm Briar, and today we are going to finish up Corinne demo. Now this part may be relatively short, in fact it may be really short, because according to the dev, we do not have a lot left to go. We're right at the end apparently, so I guess we'll see what happens. My apartment 304 has turned red, none of the lights work either. I don't want to go back there. There's a strange door on floor 3 that used to belong to Dimitri, before he burned himself alive. Ray is a self-proclaimed paranormal investigator. He told us to meet at the door. So yeah, if you just go to a save point, not to the chapter end, but to a save point, and you come back, then it updates you with what you're doing and what you have to do and stuff like that. So I think I've explored everything there is to explore. Up until this new chapter. I mean, this could be 5 minutes long, or it could be 20 minutes long, or it could be 30, I don't know. But it's seemingly not going to be as long as the rest is. I'm going to go ahead because I've seen everything there is to see that I can do past this point. Is this everyone? Well, hopefully this gathering will be enlightening. I can't think of any way to get us out of here. Maybe the hellscape symbols outside? There are 6 of them around the building. They're in the same style as what was painted in Esme's apartment with the blood of... If the symbols are arranged in a circle around the building, it sounds like a barrier, or an anchor point. An anchor point? So in the paranormal, what we talk about are really anchors. A traumatic event, like a murder or other scarring moment, that anchors a spirit to a location. It pulls them from the beyond to that point. It's why they haunt it. Normally, the act pulls the spirit to our world. Maybe the symbols are pulling us to them instead. Those symbols, those murders, are acting as some kind of anchor in the opposite direction. I might explain why everything's static. We no longer exist in our world, and we won't, not until we break the anchor that's holding us here. If this theory were correct, then whatever is anchoring us should be in Dimitri's room. Can't hurt to try using power tools to peek in the blocked rooms. If I remove the anchors, what's the point of this locked door? Something doesn't add up. We're in a magical hell realm. Does it need to make sense? Of course it does, Bella. Hellscapes are all bound by rules. When it's created, its rules are set in stone. These rules can't change. How do you know that? My knowledge is based on centuries of paranormal accounts. But if first-hand experience is what matters to you, then I must make a confession. This is the first hellscape I've been trapped within, believe it or not. Oh yeah. Anyway, I don't think you can physically remove the symbols. Just because you erase the names on a map, that doesn't mean the locations change. Best bet right now, we work with the information we have. You have 5 mysteries. First, the door. What's beyond it? Where are the keys? Second, the anchors. What do they do? How do we interact with them? Third, the numbers. What are they? Why were they carved into victims and Dimitri himself? Fourth, the fog. Is there anything out there, or is it just bounds of this dimension? Fifth, the ticking. What is it? Where is it coming from? And sixth, why did all my plants get overgrown? There's also something strange blocking Esme's apartment. That's 7. I saw a woman acting weird. Kept saying she wanted salty food. 8. Guys, the wall feels fleshy here. Why are you touching it? 9. Let's not get distracted. Oh, hang on. All those sound like side effects of this dimension. Side effects? God damn it. Esme was ranting about something like that. Something about our basal cells? She says the longer we're trapped in this dimension, the more difficult it is to maintain our humanity. Eventually our lizard brains will take over. Our darkest desires will manifest physically and will turn into monsters. That's what her research into hellscape said. It kind of reminds me of of Sweet Home, where like your worst sin or your worst behavior trait turns you into like what kind of monster you're gonna be or something like that. It's a really good show, actually. I tried to get her to stop digging through the writings of the internet psychos, but now, yeah, I mean, I think she was right. I hate to burst this dimension's bubble, but I wear my basal self on my sleeve. I'm an asshole who only cares about myself. Always have been, always will be. At least he's honest. It doesn't sound like it'd make you exempt. If anything, you'd transform faster. Damn it, Lockhart. And what are you, one of Lockhart's furries? Yeah, growl at him. Oh shit, she's going feral! Is she transforming already? Oh dear. I'm not transforming. I just want to be left alone. Well, you're around a group of people, you can't really be left alone. You gave me quite a scare, Osita. One more growl out of you and I'll see to it that you're put in a cage. Leave the girl alone, East. Fine. I'm sure she could live humanely in Ethan's empty apartment. I prefer it if I didn't have to take care of an animal. Come on now, both of you. I'm sure she has parents. Ugh, I need to change the subject. What's a hellscape? It's what we're in right now. They're governed by rules. That wasn't a very good topic change. Those rules might be supernatural in nature, but a hellscape is, and its controller can't bend them. The only problem is we don't know what the rules are. It's not like the Dimitri left a rule book. We can speculate, and we can experiment. For instance, we can consider how this uniquely fleshy mass is likely the core of the hellscape. We can also assume that he intends to torture us before letting us in, while he'll presumably torture us some more. We don't know exactly where Dimitri is, but it's likely his anchor points could allow him to travel anywhere. Wasn't he in the hospital? Anchor points typically act as gateways back to our reality that only he can use. At least for a brief period of time. We can conclude that the anchor points are the satanic red symbols outside. I'm putting satanic in finger quotes because we don't know what sect of demonic realm we're up against. Wait, there's an anchor point in my apartment. That's unexpected. Are you sure? Red glowing circle right in the middle of my living room. They're supposed to be arranged in a hexagon. And in a multiple of 6. 6, 12, 36, hell, even 120. Not 7. That's a holy number. There should be more. There's one on the roof, too. Let's assume there are 12, then. More importantly, there's a Latin inscription on this door. Take a look. It says there are 6 locks, 1 core, and 6 sacrifices that must be made. We insert either a demonic key or a finger into each of those padlocks. Whatever gets inserted turns to dust, and the lock is released. I'm not volunteering for that. There are 7 keys in total, but none of them are in our dimension. Only when all 6 locks are released may we bear witness to what's within the core. If the keys aren't in the hellscape, then how do we get them? The anchor points, presumably. Anyone who sticks a finger into a padlock dies? Accurate. No, fuck this. You're all insane. Yeah, that doesn't seem like a good idea. That doesn't seem like the best way to go about it. Keep me out of your stupid murder games. Bye! You're gonna be the first to die. She's right, this is messed up. Nobody's willingly gonna volunteer to stick their finger in a death hole. And nobody's gonna force anyone to put a finger into those locks. I think it's best that we pretend that part doesn't exist. Right, it's time we started scouring the building for clues. Maybe we'll find something that can tell us where the keys are, or what the fog is, or what the numbers mean, or what the anchors do, or what the ticking is. It's a pocket watch. Corinne, do you think you could do that census I was talking about earlier, with people possibly turning into monsters? It'd be good to have a lot A list of who's still human. Here's a floor plan of this building to help you out. Okay. I'd rather find the pocket watch. But maybe this will help me find it. I'm going to secure the roof and scan the fog for any activity. It sounds like we all have something to do. If you don't want to help, stay out of our way. And stay human for fuck's sake. You now have a map of the Sundown apartment complex. You may view and draw on this map at any rest spot. Okay. I think I'm supposed to say thank you for finishing the demo. You found 9 out of 25 optional scenes. That makes me seem like a fucking... I sneezed 12 out of a possible 76 times. If you play the demo again, you could hold the cancel button to skip videos and dialogue. On keyboard, you can also hold page up to enable fast forward, or the top left button on controller. I wish I could say my journey through the hellscape is going to be over soon, but this is just the beginning of my story. Please wishlist Corinne on Steam and visit CorinneGame.com to join the Discord server. My name has 1 R and 2 N's. Sorry if it's difficult to spell. I'm gonna go now. Thanks. Alright. Yeah, this was short as I expected it to be. We did miss some stuff, just because the timing kind of requires you to, it requires you to, like, go to places and explore them kind of over and over again before and after you do certain actions. So, it does take a lot of exploring, and every time you do something or have a conversation that's even remotely, like, important, you should walk around and explore. Now for my thoughts. This is really, really good. I absolutely enjoy this. I love stuff like this. I've talked to the dev, and they gave me some tips on some stuff that I missed, and, they gave me some feedback on the video. The couple things I said, the couple pieces for the dev, were that the hunger and all the back, like the inventory system and all that kind of stuff, all that's coming in the main game. So if you were wondering where that is, that's coming in the main game. I mean, I don't really have that. The both feedbacks I had was for the inventory and like stress level, and Corinne maintaining memory of things that have happened, and some bugs happen with that. But I mean, I really didn't have any other feedback to give. I just can't really find any flaws about this game, to be honest with you. This is just a really good game. Some people are not liking how slow it is in the beginning, but I like that. I don't think that games need to be, they need to, like, immediately start and have a bunch of stuff happen. It's like, it doesn't have to be like, don't look outside. It should build up over time. You should get an idea of the environment, the characters, the type of game it is. You should get some sort of view of all of that before really getting into the madness, in my opinion. And I really like the slow burn that this starts with. I took it until chapter, I think, 3 for stuff to start happening. Or for a lot to happen anyway. I really like this, and I'm absolutely 100% going to play the main game, and now I have some tips as to some more stuff that I missed and some stuff I could do that will add extra content to the beginning of this game. It was pretty exciting. So yeah, let me look at the name. Castlevania, the main dev for this. Thank you so much for all of the time, effort, work, art, and everything that you put into this. This is absolutely amazing. Just for people like me to be able to play it and put it up on YouTube. There are other artists seen in the in the ending screen, the credits. But all of you, like, these kind of games make playing games on YouTube still worth it. So, thank you. And if you liked this, I'm still gonna be doing more stuff like this. More demos, more up-and-coming games, and more fun to be had. So if you liked it, then go ahead and leave a comment and like and all that kind of stuff. Thank you. Bye-bye.